I was eating at this restaurant when I suddenly noticed something really weird. The restaurant got surrounded by a bunch of police cars out of nowhere. The cops seemed to be hunting down someone. I quickly scanned the situation around me. There was just an elderly couple and 2 kids playing in the restaurant. I immediately realized these cops were here for me. Without any hesitation, I put down my fork, paid my bill, then I placed both hands on the table. Right at that moment, 2 fully armed officers burst through the door.
Police! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
You're gonna slide out from behind that booth, nice and slow.
Do it now!
They had no idea I was actually a retired major. I could have easily taken them out, but I chose to stay quiet. I cooperated and raised my hands. I wasn't scared of these 2 motherfuckers. I had just arrived in this unfamiliar small town. I was planning to get familiar with the place first. The cops escorted me to the police station. A female officer came over with a registration form. She wanted to ask for my personal information, but I didn't say anything. I carefully observed every detail in the police station. My behavior pissed off the fat chief. The chief was about to throw me in a holding cell. At the crucial moment, a black detective stopped the chief. This detective seemed more polite. He took me into a conference room alone. He explained why they arrested me. Last night, a brutal murder happened in town. The victim was shot twice in the back of the head with 9mm bullets at close range. After confirming the target was dead, the killer not only picked up the shell casings, but also beat the victim for a long time. Finally, he casually covered the body with a flat piece of cardboard. This morning, a witness claimed they saw me near the crime scene, so they decided to arrest me. After hearing the detective's description, I decided to defend myself. I didn't kill anybody. At least not recently. And not in this town. From the detective's preliminary description of this murder case, I quickly analyzed tons of details about the case. 3 men dropped this body.
Enlighten me.
Shooter was someone who knows firearms well. Bullets were small caliber, 9mm, 95 grain, that's subsonic. A silencer was used. He also knew enough to pick up his brass. This wasn't a first-timer. This was someone who knew how to conduct a quiet, effective kill.
Okay, go on.
You're also looking for a psycho who'd beat up a body post-mortem. Someone completely unhinged. Totally different profile from your professional shooter. Something wrong?
No. You said there were 3.
Your psycho isn't suddenly going to be rational enough to know he has to hide the body, and your meticulous shooter isn't going to do a sloppy job with roadside cardboard. Though the 3rd guy's so worried about getting out of there, he grabs some nearby debris and just lays it across the corpse. You said the victim was big, so most likely his feet were sticking out, and that's how he got spotted. Tall people never have enough room for their feet.
Interesting theory.
After hearing my analysis, the detective totally agreed with my reasoning, but he still questioned my motive for being at the crime scene this morning. I had to explain to him. I just happened to get off at the nearby bus station. I'm from out of town. The reason I came to this small town was to pay respects to a blind blues singer. The police only found a toothbrush on me, a French war medal, and $200. My belongings were pretty basic. I traveled 900 kilometers to mourn the deceased. He thought I might be lying. Therefore, until they found key evidence, they decided to detain me temporarily. Later, the female officer looked up my personal file. After seeing my real background, they were all shocked.
West Point graduate, Silver Star. Defense Superior Service Medal, Legion of Merit, Soldier's Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Bronze Star, a 2nd Silver Star, and a Purple Heart.
That wasn't even all of it. I had also served as military police for a while. My record during service was pretty terrifying, too.
You want to hear his MP numbers?
No.
Over 150 closed cases, all successful prosecutions, more than 20 fugitives captured.
What in God's name does a guy like that doing in Margrave?
What's a guy like that doing in jail?
Later, the police thought I had a pretty impressive background and amazing reasoning abilities. They wanted me to help them with the autopsy. When I saw the deceased's swollen hands from rubber allergies, my heart suddenly started racing uncontrollably. Then, I didn't wait for the coroner to finish talking. I directly stated information that even the coroner didn't know.
Killers must have worn some kind of polyvinyl protective suit to keep blood DNA off themselves.
The victim grabbed it in the struggle, causing his fingertips to swell in a histaminic reaction. His dental work's off because he had his teeth fixed wherever he was living at the time. Broke his right arm when he was 8, had it set in Berlin. Had his tonsils taken out at 10 in Seoul.
When I saw the body, my guess was right. This victim was actually my brother I hadn't seen in years.
We were wrestling. I pinned him against the stove. Didn't know my mother had just turned it off. That's how my brother got this scar.
Since we were kids, my brother had always been protecting me. Later, we each started working and lost touch. But in my heart, my brother was incredibly smart and excellent. He was always the brother I admired most. When I think back to that familiar yet cold body in the morgue, right now, I can no longer suppress the rage in my heart.
You okay, Richard?
I guess I'll find everybody responsible. And every last one of them.